Good evening, students. After a long gap, we have no any contact due to coronavirus. The government announced the Tiruvallur University and our King Nandivarman College instructed to conduct online class. So hereafter we are going to meet. We are going to conduct the class in online class. Okay. First of all, I am glad to see again because we do not have any connection. You are very struggling. You have final student doesn't write examination, and you have a good news. One thing is your examination is cancelled. So it is a great news to you. But we have to conduct your third semester. In this semester, I am going to handle the paper Contemporary Literary Theory 1, and next semester it has continues the second paper Contemporary Literary Theory 2. So here in this class we are going to see the brief introduction of contemporary literary theory. That means contemporary literary criticism. First of all, we have to know what is mean by contemporary. Contemporary means person of the same age and time. Person means the writers. The writer means they may be a novelist, playwright, creative writer. So so. So here, contemporary means person of the same age and time. What is mean by same age and time? We can give example in many writers. For instance, Shakespeare or the critic writers, Pope. So in between the period, what are the writers live? What their work? So their work, it may be poet, novel, playwright, anything. So here their work is criticized by the readers. The readers may be another writer. So for instance here, Shakespeare, he has written any work. So Shakespeare work is criticized. What has Shakespeare has written? What is his work? What his work says? What language he has used? What style he has used? So everything is criticized. So that is called a criticism. Here contemporary literary criticism means in Shakespeare period. I'm saying in the examples. Okay, in the same period, what are the writers lived? What their work? What is the difference between Shakespeare and his other writers' work? Okay, here criticizing their work. So that is means contemporary. So contemporary literary criticism. In the last semester, you have the paper literary criticism, introduction to the literary criticism. In the literary criticism, we have discussed everything. What is Aristotle, Plato, and Wordsworth, and the slightly difference between very slightly difference. What is the difference? Means here contemporary literary criticism in this semester, and the last semester we have discussed introduction to literary criticism. There is no great difference between contemporary literary criticism and introduction to literary criticism. Very simple. Okay, so something is same. We have to see in the same. For instance, Aristotle comes in this paper. In the last semester, you also see the Aristotle, Plato. The same things repeated here, but here something slightly it difference. Okay. Writer, see the map here. Writer, their context. That means what the work, what their presentation. So the presentation is read by the reader. So the reader, they give feedback. That means response. What is a contemporary means? It's the great writer work is analyzed. The great writer work is criticized by the readers. So you see that here, writers, their content and context, and the reader after go through the work, after complete reading, they give response. What is the content in the work? What is the advantage? What is the disadvantage in this work? What mistake made by writers? What the concept the writer written in the is their work. So it is the criticism. So contemporary criticism means many writers critical response. So that is a critical response to content read by readers. So here this is a brief introduction of the contemporary literary criticism. Okay. So what is in your syllabus? Very simple. Aristotle 2 leaves. First unit we have to see Aristotle 2 leaves, and second unit structuralism terms and post-structuralism and deconstruction. Deconstruction is done by is a famous writer is Jacques Derrida. Okay, everything we are going to one by one. Aristotle leaves me here in between gap. Aristotle to leaves Aristotle. You know that Socrates first in the beginning to end we are going to analyze. First is philosophy Socrates. Socrates students Plato. Plato student Aristotle. Aristotle student Alexander. Okay, in the last semester we see Plato and Socrates. So here we see in the unit, in this unit, Aristotle 2 leaves. So Aristotle and Wordsworth and Philip Sidney and many writers, romantic writers, the writers comes. Now we are going to see their work, their style, their language, everything we are going to analyze very simple in this unit. So one by one. First unit about the writer, second structuralism, and third unit post-structuralism, and fifth feminism. So these are the unit we are going to see, we are going to discuss, we are going to focus in this paper contemporary literary criticism. Okay, it is enough for to you. Tomorrow we are going to see the first unit.